Published 0704 EDT, the 10th of September 2017. Updated 0718 EDT, the 10th of September 2017. It's a site we're all pretty used to seeing Jose Mourinho squabbling and scrambling on the touchline. The Manchester United boss has seemingly courted controversy in the dugout over the course of his career, and Saturday's run-in with Stoke boss Mark Hughes is just the latest in a long line of incidents to have littered his time in football. Sportsmail looks back at some of the most memorable moments of Mourinhomade mayhem. Stoke manager Mark Hughes was snubbed by Jose Mourinho on Saturday evening. Mourinho has a reputation for touchline controversies, some involving Arsene Wenger. LeftMarch 9, 2004. Old TraffordMourinho introduces himself to the football world with an iconic celebration after Costinhas' last-minute equaliser on the night sent Porto into the Champions League final at the expense of Manchester United. He sprinted half the length of the pitch, weighed down by a winter trench coat, fists pumping and eyes bulging, to be with his players. When Porto scored a last-minute equaliser at Old Trafford, he ran half the length of the pitch. February 27, 2005. Millennium Stadium, now at Chelsea. Mourinho did his very best to antagonise Liverpool fans by placing his finger to his lips and urging them to be quiet as the Blues came from behind to win the Carling Cup final in Cardiff. He would later claim the gesture was directed at the British media. Mourinho put his fingers to his lips in the direction of Liverpool fans. February 20, 2010. San Siro. Be now in charge of Inter Milan. Mourinho showed he was able to throw a strop in any given country after watching two of his players sent off during a home clash with Sampdoria. He crossed his arms and raised them to TV cameras, mimicking the action of being handcuffed, and reportedly told match officials, well done, remember your family is watching you on TV." That cost him £35,000 and a 3-game touchline ban. While at Inter Milan, this gesture landed him with a 3-match touchline ban. August 19, 2011. Now came perhaps Mourinho's most shameful moment in football. After appearing to goad the Barcelona coaching staff, the Portuguese ended up gouging then assistant manager Tito Villanova in the melee that followed a poor challenge by Marcelo on Cesc Fabregas. One of his most shameful moments came when he gouged Tito Villanova November 11, 2013, Stamford Bridge, at the end of Chelsea's 22 home draw with West Brom. Mourinho ended up in a furious squabble with Baggies defender Jonas Olsson in the tunnel. Mourinho called the defender a Mickey Mouse player, to which Olsson responded with a blunt F-off. Soon tempers flared further and as many as 20 players and staff ended up in a bundle, eventually separated by matchday stewards. West Brom's Jonas Olsson was the subject of a Mickey Mouse defender taunt. March 29, 2014, Selhurst Park. Mourinho appeared to confront a teenage ball boy during Chelsea's trip to Crystal Palace after he dallied when handing the ball back to Cesar Azpilicueta for a throw-in. Mourinho explained his actions by saying, "I had a chance to get the kid and the kid was cute and I told him you did this. One day somebody punches you." As Chelsea manager, he got into an animated exchange with a ball boy at Crystal Palace. October 5, 2014, Stamford Bridge. Mourinho and Arsene Wenger have had a long-running feud, full of petty name-calling and half-hearted put-me-downs, and all came to a head during a Premier League encounter in 2014. The pair ended up in a shoving match in front of the dugouts after disagreeing about a tackle by Gary Cahill on Alexis Sanchez. Wenger and Mourinho's rivalry became heated during a 2014 game at Stamford Bridge. August 8, 2015, Stamford Bridge. It was the beginning of the end for Mourinho's second stint as Chelsea manager. With his side struggling to beat Swansea at home, he was left infuriated when his medical staff entered the field of play to treat Eden Hazard. After screaming "daughter of a whore" at team doctor Eva Carnero, he then publicly criticized her on TV. The sorry incident led to a later tribunal for constructive dismissal, which was settled out of court. Mourinho screamed "daughter of a whore" at Eva Carnero as she ran on to treat Eden Hazard. October 25, 2015. Upton Park. Wenger was right, you were fing soft. That John Moss managed to get Mourinho to admit Wenger was right was some feat. The Portuguese fired both barrels at the referee as the teams wandered off for half-time during Chelsea's trip to West Ham. He then spent a prolonged and uninvited stay in the officials' changing room, which cost him a £50,000 fine. Mourinho and referee John Moss have developed an interesting relationship in recent years. November 27, 2016. Old Trafford. Referee Moss was at it again when he decided to send Mourinho to the stands for lashing out at a water bottle during West Ham's 11 draw at Manchester United. To be fair to the Red Devils' boss, this one was particularly petty. Moss sent Mourinho off for kicking a water bottle in United's draw with West Ham last term.